for the last 24 hours, we've been studying them pretty intensely. So once the game finished on Tuesday, all of our focus shifts to that, and they look as if they have clear qualities, and they're going to be an exceptional, difficult test for us. So our focus is on now preparing. This afternoon we're going to train, and then tomorrow, in what we anticipate is going to be a cracker of a game. Really, they look a really talented team, really good individual players, and look really dangerous. And they play probably a bit different to what we face. We faced a lot of teams who play back five, unless they change, and Tom does something different. We've seen them play with a back four and stuff, so it'll be a really good test of us, and a game that we're excited about.
Obviously, Plymouth got relegated with us last year. They're not going to come here and make it easy. They haven't probably started how they would have wanted to, but they're not going to be easy. So we've got to make sure that we do everything right to make sure that we win the game.
I haven't seen their games from pre-season. I've seen their recent games, and it's clear their quality is evident, and they're a team that's going to be at the top of the table. So for us to test ourselves on Saturday against that level of opponent is good.
We've got a lot of good players in the squad, and obviously last year was a disappointment. But with the manager we've got at the moment, and the players really buying on board with what he wants, it's only a positive thing, and you can see that in the results. I don't think we've lost yet, even from pre-season. So it's a positive, and we've got to make sure that we keep winning games and really bridge that gap.
I think you're always hopeful. I think I've been really pleased with how the players have been so dedicated and so open-minded in terms of how hard they push themselves, and every time we challenge them or make them feel a little bit more uncomfortable in training, or they feel uncomfortable in games, they're not afraid to go back there and to try and improve in the next test, and that's the biggest thing for us. We're going to face a lot of different challenges. There'll be some games where we've had the rub of the green, like Luton last week, where they've made some good saves, but the players put the bodies on the line at all stages, and as long as they're willing to do that, then the season will go from strength to strength. And
like you say, it's not just the defence; it's the whole team. We bought into the culture of we're all together, we all press together, we all attack together, and you'll see it in the wingers' numbers and everything. Yeah, it's about creating and scoring Ruben's numbers, but the actual nitty-gritty stuff, when you watch Luton away and stuff, we obviously watch back clips, and you'll see our wingers are past me sometimes, defending, and that's what you've got to do to be a successful team. You can't just expect to roll teams over. You have to outwork them first.
On the first day of pre-season, there would have been a lot of sad faces when Perry NG damaged his knee, and then it was very difficult for Perry. But my experience tells me that provided an opportunity for Ronan that we're now celebrating, and he gets a call for Wales. So we tend to forget about the steps that it takes to get to that point when we have a perceived disappointing incident.
Nobody likes losing football games, so we've got to make sure that we keep winning, and if we don't win, we don't lose it. We went to Wimbledon away, and we had chances, we didn't score, but 88th minute, 89th minute, everyone's saying, well, just don't lose the game, and then we end up going and win it anyway. If we're in that position a lot, then it's a positive, and the teams that get promoted, they don't beat everyone 5-0, they win 1-0 away, or they draw 0-0 away when they're not quite been at it. So that's a positive for me, and I'm looking forward to it continuing, really. Probably
the most important thing is that we want all of our supporters as much as possible to come to the game expecting to be excited, and we're going to play a team on Saturday who's a very, very good team. Like I just said, we're very dangerous players, but as long as our players produce the type of performance that they have done with the energy that they have done and the skill, then we may win or we may lose, but we can guarantee our supporters that we'll be giving absolutely everything for them on that day. And in the days where you lose, you can't have any arguments based on what the players can produce.
I think we can let the supporters get carried away. Let them enjoy it, because it hasn't been enjoyable, the last few years. So hopefully they can enjoy it and they come here and get excited. We've got cup games on Tuesdays against League Two teams, and you want people coming and going, I can't wait to watch. And that's where we're at the minute. So like I say, we'll take it game by game, and like you say, we can lose games. We went to Vale away, it was tough, but even with a young squad, we dug in. Whereas we probably wouldn't have done that, the last few years. So it's a positive, and the more we dig in when we're not playing well, we're going to play well at some point, so then we'll be flying towards the top of the league by the end of the season.